Now next topic, that is capacitors and capacitance. Capacitor is a energy storage device. In capacitor, we can store the energy in the form of electric field. Later on, we will calculate this energy and all these things also, right? Now, capacitor, that is a system of two conductors separated by insulator, or we can say separated by dielectric substance. Okay. Now, these conductors have the charges Q1 and Q2, but normally we take these charges plus Q and minus Q. On one conductor we take charge plus Q, on another one we take the charge minus Q. Now suppose the electric potential on one conductor, that is V1, and on another one, that is V2. Then here the potential difference between these two conductors, that is given by V. And when we say this thing, the charge of the capacitor, then we have to write the charge on the capacitor, that is Q. That is Q. And here, irrespective of the shape and size of the conductors which are used to form a capacitor, they will be termed as plates of capacitor. The conductor on which positive charge is deposited, that is called positive plate of the capacitor, and the conductor on which negative charge is deposited, that is called negative plate of the capacitor. Clear to all of you? Now, see here, the charge on the capacitor, we say that is Q, and the potential difference between two plates of the capacitor means the potential difference between two conductors of the capacitor, that we say V. But here, see, when we change the charge on the capacitor, means suppose we increase the charge on the capacitor and corresponding the potential difference that also increases. But at any instant, if we take the ratio of charge on the capacitor to the potential difference between two plates of the capacitor, then it always comes to constant. And this constant, that is known as capacitance of capacitor, and it is denoted by capital C. So capacitance of capacitor C, that is equal to Q by V. Now unit of Q, electric charge, that is Coulomb, and of V, the potential difference, that is volt. So unit of capacitance, that we can write Coulomb per volt, and on behalf of the name of scientist Faraday, this Coulomb per volt, that is called farad. And farad, that is tremendous large unit. That is tremendous large unit. And therefore, in practice, we use smaller units, microfarad, nanofarad, picofarad. 1 microfarad, that is 10 raised to minus 6 farad. 1 nanofarad, that is 10 raised to minus 9 farad. 1 picofarad, that is 10 raised to minus 12 farad. Clear to all of you? Now circuit symbol of the capacitor, that is this one, it is represented in the circuit by two parallel lines of same height. Okay, and when arrow is made on these two parallel lines, suggest this thing, this capacitor is variable capacitor. If arrow is not there, it implies that the capacitor that is with fixed value. આપણે જેમ બેટરીનો સિમ્બોલ બતાવીએ છીએ તો એક લાઈન મોટી અને એક લાઈન નાની એવું લઈએ છીએ ને, એના બદલે જ્યારે કેપેસિટર રિપ્રેઝન્ટ કરતા હોય તો બંને લાઈન જે છે એ સેમ લેન્થ ઓર વી કેન સે સેમ હાઈટ ની તમારે રિપ્રેઝન્ટ કરવી પડે. This is the circuit symbol for capacitor. Clear?